Welcome to this 10-minute LOL guide. This time we'll be going over Thresh. So Thresh is a semi-tanky support that has great CC with hooks and has a lantern for shield, initiation, or escape tool for your allies. I say he is a semi-tank since he lacks armor growth from leveling. As Thresh, you actively need to collect souls from the dead enemies with your lantern or walking near it, as it gives Thresh permanent armor and ability power. Again, Thresh does not get armor from leveling, so he needs to collect souls in order to become the tank he needs to become. So for starting item for Thresh, start with gold income item and pots. Or if you're not comfortable going without a ward, you can have ward and pots too. So now let's go to Thresh's skill. The first skill to get for Thresh is E, Flay. This has a passive that gives bonus magic damage on Thresh's basic attacks. You can use this to harass the enemies, and when activated, Thresh sweeps his chain in the target direction for knockup in the target direction. You can play towards your team or away from your team, depending on the situation. The second skill to get is Q, Death Sentence. You can actually get this skill first as well, especially if you're invading. So with this skill, Thresh throws his hook in the target direction. If he hooks an enemy, Thresh can pull the enemy by walking towards the pull. After hooking, you can also reactivate this skill to use Death Leap, so Thresh pulls himself to the hooked enemy. The third skill to get is W, Dark Passage. Thresh throws the lantern in target location, and it can be used to shield and collect souls. Your allies can also right-click on the lantern to be pulled to Thresh's location. This is a great escape tool over walls and when tower diving. It can also be used to bring teammate into fight as well. Thresh's ult is the box. Thresh summons 5 walls around him. Any enemies that hit the wall will break the wall, but will take magic damage and will be slowed drastically. So the ult shown in this is a complete miss. I know that, it was pretty bad, but I guarantee you that I hit the ults when it counts later on in the team fights. So hang on. But first, let's just go into Thresh's combo. So Thresh's combo that is often used is Q to pull the enemy a little, hit Q again, and then use E towards your team. Make sure to predict the movement when using Q, since Q does have a delay before Thresh throws that hook. Another point is not to always activate Death Leap hitting Q twice, just because you got the hook. Also make sure to direct your flay into your desired direction. It is actually harder than you think. So this is a 4v5 team fight with the enemy ADC missing. The enemy team tower dives our last mid tower. So I immediately throw lantern for the shield. I missed the hook trying to get Jax, but I hit the ult right in the middle of this fight, like I said I would, in the vital moments. Our carries are doing damage to the slowed, and our cat is able to get triple kill. I missed another hook at the end, but it is all good because we got 4 kills with only 1 death. So here, I'm going hard on enemy Caitlyn because my team is on the way. My Pantheon ults to prevent Caitlyn from running back. The enemy Lee Sin show up to help her, but we have more people in the fight. I ult and hook Lee Sin to prevent him from helping his teammates. I also activate Death Leap and flay Lee Sin out of the battle. I use shield and hook so Jay can get the kill, but I end up getting the kill. Sucks that I had to take the kill, but I did not want to die here. But at the end, our Katarina dies, but we were able to get 3 kills. So here, Warwick initiates ult on enemy Lee Sin. I hook Lee Sin right when Warwick's ult is over, and Death Leap then flay to get the kill on him real quick. After, I focus on Swain, and so Draven is able to kill him. Then I use ult on Jax, so Jax is slowed, and we're able to kill Jax real quickly as well. A slowed Jax is very big, so hitting ult at vital moments. This is it. So for the last kill of this battle, I use a speed boost item and catch Blitz with the hook, so my team is able to stomp on him. So enemy team is doing Baron. We wait until everyone is ready to go in. Once everybody is ready, Pantheon ults into the Baron pit for the initiation. Enemies immediately back off from Baron, so I miss my hook, but we are able to isolate the enemy Caitlyn and Swain. I ult since I thought Swain would run away using ult, but instead he tries to fight a 3v1. I use my lantern and go to help Pantheon since he's getting chased. I flay the enemy away from Pantheon and hook Jax and activate that Death Leap. We kill him quickly and the fight is over. Warwick dies chasing enemy Caitlyn out of the battle, but that is the only death we had. The enemy team had 2 deaths, so we got some advantage here. So for the last battle of the game, we're going in from the middle since the tower is gone. I missed my hook to Caitlyn with just a little range. So Pantheon goes in to kill Swain, but Swain uses his Zonias and I once again miss my hook to Caitlyn. When Swain's Zonias run out, Pantheon is going for the kill again, but now enemy Jax is also here. I shield Pantheon and play Jax towards the team since my team is coming in as well. Now enemy Lee Sin comes out, but I ult for the slow. Since we are split quite a bit, we back a little to regroup here. I flee the enemy away from Katarina and throw my shield right after because we are going in. We are able to kill enemy Jax and enemy Caitlyn fairly quickly, and I am able to hook Blitz for my team to kill. Now we're going for the last Nexus tower since Lee Sin is the only one alive. But I see Lee Sin is in range from a hook, so I hook him and activate Death Leap and Flay. I also use my lantern for shield, so the rest of my team can kill Lee Sin. So during this time, Draven is attacking Nexus and we end the game. Now let's go to rune pages and masteries for Thresh. For Thresh rune page, I just use my tanky rune page with 3 health quintessence, 9 armor marks, 9 armor seals, and 9 armor scaling MR glyphs. This gives me the tankiness in the beginning so I can harass and take damage for the ADC. It's pretty balanced, but if you find a better one, please tell me, because I'm always looking for better rune pages that work well with any champion. For masteries, I do a 0-9-21 setup for defense and utility. Since you can't be taking the CS from your ADC, the gold income is a must. There is no point of putting anything in offense since as support Thresh, you are going to be the tank for the team. So you may think if you're tank, why not get just 0-30-0 and put 30 on defense? The thing is, you already have some defense from your rune page. It is actually more efficient and cost effective, or mastery effective, let's just say in this case, to get utility than putting all points on defense. Because that gold income and movement speed and the things that you get in utilities is actually saving your life too. For item order, as usual, I made a flowchart that explains the general sequence, but the core items are Sightstorm for warding, vision is always important, and full upgrade of your gold income item and boots. From that point, just buy armor, health, MR, depending on what the enemy has. Just get items so that you take less damage from the enemies. If the enemy AD hurts, get armor, and get armor if magic damage hurts. If they get Last Whisper or Void Staff, you can get some health items to counter that. It's pretty simple, but you do have limited income, so make sure you buy the right items. So for skill order, you can either get Q or E. This pretty much depends on your preference, but if you're invading, generally you get Q. Lantern or W is generally the 3rd skill to get. The skill order to upgrade is generally O, E, Q, W, but you can put few points on Q to reduce the cooldown if you are hooking people left and right. So as Thresh, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to collect souls. This is a must for Thresh. If you're slacking, you will not get tanky since you don't gain armor from leveling. Just remember that soul is dropped randomly on small enemies, but always drops for cannon minion, champions, or large monsters when killed. Lastly, I just want to talk about the Easter egg that is with Thresh's passive. Once he collects 255 souls, Thresh gains a new buff called Soul Gluttony, which shows how much AP and armor he gained from the souls. When this happens, your damnation counter resets to 0. Of course, you don't lose what you have gained already. Also, killing Nunu results in 2 souls, 1 for Nunu and 1 for Willump. Just a little fun fact for you. So thank you for listening to this Thresh guide. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe because that gives me the motivation to create more videos. Also comment on what you liked or what you didn't like or what else you'd like to see from this channel. Thanks guys.